Welcome back to another episode of Beer, Bacon, and Bros. Here we are tonight with our second beer review. This one coming from Barrier Brewing. But before we get into that, make sure you are subscribing. It's free to you. Really helps us grow the channel, helps us grow the family. And leave any comments on what you think about our beer reviews. If there's anything that we should be reviewing, tasting, whatever you want us to do. So, well, within reason, I guess, not whatever you want us to do. So, again, this is coming from Barrier Brewing. This is the Crowning Achievement. It is an imperial stout brewed with maple syrup. Looks like this is brewed with select quality Crown maple syrup, and it is a bourbon barrel age. Okay. This is
I don't know. We've been burned by a couple of those.
This is a big 12%er, by the way.
Yeah, I feel like this is going to have a lot of bourbon.
This is either going to be really good.
It's going to be like that
really bad.
The four that we did during the Christmas series.
Oh yeah, the ones
the
from
Christmas, like the s'mores, and then the other
Wicked Weed ones, yeah.
The coconut one, and then the chocolate.
But it wasn't
during
during Christmas, but yeah.
Wicked Weed Guilty Pleasures is what we
did. Yeah, those four.
So, yeah, let's go ahead and get into it.
But we have had other ones that have been like aged in bourbon barrels that were actually decent.
The Jorge Costanza just gives me PTSD when I think about bourbon barrels with beers.
Well, you do got some motor roll here, so we'll see how this goes. Definitely bourbon.
Don't let Chris pour you.
Yeah, definitely bourbon.
Yeah, you can smell it. Don't smell the maple syrup yet. Really hoping there's a strong maple syrup taste going on.
You get kind of a sweet smell. I think that's more the bourbon than the maple syrup.
The darkness.
You said it, spill it on you.
Honestly, not as much burn as I thought.
That's exactly what I thought it was going to taste like. Because most of these bourbon barrel ones have that distinct taste, just like
they really do.
Yeah.
On the back end, you do get some of the maple syrup.
Yeah.
But I think the bourbon's
predominant.
Right in the front, yeah.
Yeah.
But the maple syrup is there. So, I mean, it's kind of surprising they were able to get that maple syrup flavor in there with that dark and heavy of a beer, in my opinion.
One could say it was their crowning achievement.
I like your pun there, sir.
It's actually a really cool can logo. Honestly.
It is a very cool design.
Look up Crown maple syrup and see if it's out of like Vermont or something.
It's definitely out of Canada. There's a Canadian flag next to it.
It's the crown. It's the actual maple crown.
Oh.
So it's like
It looked like a Canadian flag from
the Canadian military actually wears that part on their uniform as like a rank. And the first time you see it, you're like, that motherfucker just walked by wearing a crown as his rank. Like it trips you out. You're like, was that the damn king or the prince? What the fuck was that?
Crown maple.
It is out of Dover Plains, New York.
Yeah, so it's local to them.
Yeah.
So, is it Ghost Florida? Is that liquor bottles or is that syrup bottles?
So what they are,
So that's a strawberry syrup. That's a blueberry.
Yeah, I was confused too. I was like, that looks like liquor. That's liquor. Yeah, you can go back and watch my face changed. I was like, these motherfuckers selling liquor. This is not no maple syrup.
Oh, that's liquor.
Yeah, that's liquor. That's exactly what that is.
Oh man.
Damn, getting a buzz off your maple syrup in the morning. Little kids are like, Daddy, can I have some of your maple syrup? I'm like, no, shut the fuck up. I'm just pouring just straight Crown whiskey on your damn pancakes. Yeah. Why is it so watery? Shut the fuck up.
Nobody asked you.
Mind your business.
Well,
I'm not sure where I want to go with this.
I'm not.
I don't know where either.
Again, I don't know. It's the whole bourbon barrel age throws it off. If it wasn't in the bourbon barrel, I think this would be fine. It just gives it an odd flavor being in that bourbon barrel. For me, I'm going 6.2.
Originally brewed for DeSicos and Sons. I'm going to go 7 flat on this one. I like it. Couldn't drink too many of them, especially it being 12%. But it is a bourbon aged beer that is just not just kicking you in the mouth with that bourbon bite like we had before.
Yeah, but it just doesn't leave
it's there and it leaves that, it has that
it.
distinct taste. Every beer has a very distinct taste that comes out of a bourbon barrel. I kind of like it, but I'm also one of those people that likes these dark beers. So.
I'd rather not have that bourbon barrel taste, personally.
I just wish there was more sweetness to it. I wish there was a stronger presence of maple syrup in
Especially the way on the can too, like it's like tapped out of a tree.
Yeah, it's tapped out of the maple tree.
Yeah, I really just wish there was more maple syrup in this. I'm gonna go a 7.3 for me because I really actually have enjoyed it, and I was amazingly impressed at how, for me, mine was smooth with that 12%. Because 12% is a lot of alcohol.
No,
you got to find a way to hide that, and they did a good enough job.
You're almost drinking wine.
Yeah. So,
there's so much going on in this can work, this artwork.
Really.
So
the can's great.
It's a barrel
I got the can
tap handle. The tap is plugged into a maple tree. It's pouring into a glass that is made out of a bourbon barrel, but also at the same time it's shaped like the Crown Maple logo, which is the maple leaf turned into a crown. Like there's so much like art, like there's so many different elements that are playing on each other in this artwork. It's really good.
Did you hear what he said? He said, "I give the can an 8.5."
No,
I said, yeah, I agree with that. The can design is actually really cool.
Yeah.
I'm with you for that being a 12%er. I mean, I'm very big on stouts and porters and everything like that. But it's something. It's like Adam. There's something about the bourbon barrels that they all taste the same for the most part.
Yeah.
They all have that. They all have a very similar profile, no matter what it is or what's in it. But I mean, and like I said, when we first started drinking, I was really surprised at how much maple syrup actually comes through, on how heavy and on dark that beer is.
Yeah.
You think that's part of the barrel?
Could be.
You think it's part of the barrel?
I think it is.
This is actually kind of growing on me. I kind of want to go a little bit higher than a 7. But like I'm like you, Keith. You know, me and you are definitely like the porters and stouts residents of the show. That bourbon barrel does leave. It's a very distinct taste.
It's on everyone.
But this is one of the more tamed.
It is very tame in the sense that there's not a burn.
Yeah.
Yes.
Drinking
But
this.
but my thing is though there's not a difference though when as soon as you put bourbon barrel, like it doesn't matter what flavor you throw in after that.
You're still getting that bourbon barrel.
Is the very first thing that I taste.
Right.
And
it is the predominant taste.
And I'd rather it not be.
That's why, I'm cool with the bourbon barrel taste, especially at a 12%er. I just wish it was sweeter. When you say maple syrup, I want some sweetness in this. And while there's just a hint of it in the flavor,
there is a sweetness to it, but you want more sweet.
Yeah.
You want it to be like drinking actual syrup, not that heavy. But
I want it to be closer. Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna go 7.1 on that. I think it's a solid beer for what it is. It is a good bourbon barrel stout. For it being 12%, I really do think it is an easy to drink imperial. So yeah, I like that 7.1 range there. I think it's something that I could drink again. I couldn't drink more than one just because of how heavy and dense it is.
Oh yeah.
It's a very heavy drinking beer. So.
So that's crowning achievement, brewed with Crown maple syrup. Still not confirmed as maple syrup. We still think it's just liquor and maple syrup bottles. I think that's their secret and why it's so damn good.
It's Crown whiskey.
But yeah. But anyways, down the line you got 6.2, 7 flat, 7.3.
Yep, and 7.1.
And
And that's a review.